Everybody's saying we should cut Connor Hayward so that way we have money to pay Cam Heyward. Y'all are nasty, man. Like, honestly, y'all are nasty. This is absolutely ridiculous. But YouTube, what's going on? It's Zaya here from Zaya&TheSteelers, and we are back with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Cam Heyward contract extension and the potential effects that it can have on the NFL as a whole. So if you guys are Steelers fans or you enjoy NFL content in general, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Shout out to the people who have subscribed already. And shout out to the future subscribers, man. Also, let's get a shout out to the members. If you guys would like to support me and my channel more, be sure to hit that join button down in the description below. Before I really dive into this too, I want to give my opinion, right? And my opinion is we should pay Cameron Heyward, especially because when you look at his contract and you look at the defensive line players above him, he is like the 22nd highest paid defensive lineman, and we know that's bullshit. We know Cameron Heyward is way better than that. So that is my opinion off the strength, off the rip. I believe we should pay Cameron Heyward more money. Now, I will say, to hear everybody out there, we did just go through this last year, right? Like, obviously, I was in the same spot last season talking about, man, you guys are assholes for treating Cam Heyward this way. This guy is a legend. He, has done so much for this team. He's the best, blah, 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 blah. I came on here and did that last year. This season, I'm not going to do that again. I will say it's kind of annoying. I'll admit it. It's kind of annoying, right? And once again, it is not my money, and the Steelers have the money. And so we should just go out and pay him. But this potential he's going to hold out games, and he was waiting for TJ Watt to get his money and us to get Aaron Rodgers, and now here he comes talking about a contract extension. I get it. I hear you guys out. It is very annoying that this is happening. However, when you really sit down and critically think about it, and actually, hold on, let me pull up this one right here, because this Chris Hand guy, he was going in. So Blitzburg, they started it out with, Cameron Heyward. He's a 1-8 record in the playoffs in his career. A lot of people are doing this, all of a sudden Cam Heyward's not good. And before the playoff losses, they were all on TJ Watt when he was looking for a contract. Now all the playoff losses, they're on Cameron Heyward. He's only 1-8 in the playoffs, right? Which, is he? I feel like this is a lie. Wait, no, maybe if they're counting injuries, then yeah. But I remember in the last time we did win some playoff games, we beat the Dolphins and we beat the Chiefs in 1 year. So that's 2 playoff wins right there. And then, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was hurt for that. I don't remember. But anyway, he said, now do TJ Watt, or do we also hate him? Getting pissed at a guy wanting to get paid what he's worth when the team has the money is so weird to me, especially considering the career Cam has had with this team for over a decade. Do the right thing and pay the man what he's worth. And then this guy said, or just play under the fat contract he just signed last offseason. And then he said he was coming off an injury and had to take a pay cut or risk getting cut, so a team-friendly year. Then turned around and had an all-pro year, but still being paid as the 23rd ranked defensive tackle in the league. Pay him what he earned. We have the money. We're not the Bengals, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a fact. We are not the Bengals. And just off the strength of that alone, just off the strength of not looking like the Bengals, once again, I feel like we should pay him, right? But yes, Cameron Heyward, he literally had an all-pro season last year, and we have the cap up here. To look at this and to say Cameron Heyward should not be paid at least, right? At least top 5, at least top 10. This dude is sitting all the way down here at 20. I lost him. He's sitting all the way down here at 20. And when you look at his per year, salary right here, he's making $14.5 million. And then when you look all the way up at the top guy, Chris Jones, he's making $31 million. And so we're talking about almost $20 million he's leaving on the table by not, trying to get a contract extension. And so once again, I feel you, Cameron Heyward. I really do. Honestly, I think Cameron Heyward should make all of the money in the world. Especially, he should make all of the money that we can, literally give to him without it being a problem for the team. Maybe it already is a problem for the team if we do pay him that money. That's why we won't do it. But yeah, I think we should just go ahead and pay him. Now, the potential downsides of this, right? The potential, repercussions of players just not really respecting contracts. Because once again, we talk about it all the time. I'm a very player-friendly guy. I'm sure, you guys have been able to see that through all the situations we've had throughout the years. I'm a very player-friendly guy, and teams, they will just go ahead and cut you, right? Teams will go ahead and trade you while you still have years on your contract, a la Minkah Fitzpatrick, for example. Minkah, I don't think made any noise about wanting to leave. I don't think there was hey, trade me now, trade me now. There was no social media posts or whatever. It was just we woke up one day and we traded Minkah Fitzpatrick. And maybe it went exactly like that for him too. Teams, they will just get this shit off whenever they want. And so when the players are doing it, that's when, we start having problems about it. And it's kind of reflective, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, like I didn't think I was going to get this deep, but it's kind of reflective of how we are as a society where like these people are like uber duper rich. And then here we are fighting amongst each other about like, ooh, McDonald's workers, they shouldn't make so much money. Like, I didn't mean to do that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just sitting here fighting against each other when the real problem is like these ownerships and these general managers, they are like skating away with these billions of dollars and trying to save money on all pros like Cameron Heyward. We're sitting here fighting amongst ourselves. Like, none of us are making anywhere close to 15 million, let alone the 30 million. And so I get it. You're just going to see the 15 million and be like, oh, just play on that contract. You're making enough money, blah, 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 blah. But as I mentioned, he is literally losing out on $20 million doing this shit, right? Which, to me, I wouldn't want to lose $20 million. I'll be honest. If it was like, hey, Isaiah, you have the chance to make $20 million, I would take that chance. I think I would still take that chance even if I was making $14 million, especially because Cameron, it's not like he's going to lose all the 14 million. He's already made, enough money in his career for him to really stand on business about this. Like, if he misses games, does that, severely mark his legacy? Yeah, for sure. Like, do we look at him weird? Yeah, for sure. But he has made a lot of money, and so he low-key has all of the ammo to just sit in and be like, all right, I want to get paid what I'm worth. If you're not going to do that, then I'm not going to play. He has all of the ability to do that. Now, is every player Cameron Heyward? Can every player come to the table and like renegotiate like this? No. To me, it has to be like a situation by situation basis. Cameron Heyward, for example, played like literally he was an all-pro last year. Like, you're not going to only 11, or I guess it's 22 because there's two different teams, but only 22 players can do some shit like that, be an all-pro, right? And so you have that factor into it. And then it's not like, Juju Smith-Schuster is about to be going to the team like, I'm not playing, give me more money. It's not like, Connor Heyward is going to, not too much on these guys, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like these guys are going to be go ahead and doing it. It's more for like the star players, right? And so I believe I was on Steelers Nation Australia, his 12-hour stream, right? And like, we were just talking, and someone brought up the point. It was either Shane or it was somebody from the Steelers Dynasty podcast. They brought up the point of like, all right, so like, say we do this, what's stopping TJ Watt from like coming back to the table and being like, hey, I want a new deal? There's absolutely nothing stopping that. And like, that's the potential scary part. However, once again, teams and ownerships and general managers and these executives, they've been doing this for years. If Cameron Heyward had the same contract, right, the 14 million, and he like played, pretty bad, the Steelers would be trying to take that contract away. We'd be trying to force him into retirement. That is just the facts of the situation. Every time a player is making a lot of money and then they underperform, it is always the teams who are coming onto them like, hey, we need to restructure your deal because truthfully, we don't want to pay you this much anymore. Like, literally, on the drop of a dime, teams are doing this. And so when the players do it, that's when we get weird about it. That's when we start slandering players like Cameron Heyward. That's when we start slandering players like even TJ Watt. When that was happening, like, players were talking about, or fans were talking about how old TJ Watt is, like his, lack of playoff success. That he's getting, like, it's just ridiculous. His injuries, like, that's like, we just start pointing to like the dumbest shit when the players like want more money. But when the team just cut a player, it's just like, that's tough. Like, hopefully he signs with a different team. But we never stop being fans of the team. We never, I guess sometimes we'll criticize the team, but we never like go as hard on the team as we do the players. And so that's really the point I'm trying to get across is like, teams are doing this, GMs are doing this, ownerships are doing this. And so now that the players are doing it, is it weird? Is it like annoying once again? Because here we are, we're trying to like go into the season all positive, and then here comes Cameron Heyward, like, again, I want another contract extension. Is it annoying? Yes, for sure. But when we're talking about leaving $20 million on the table, when he is literally worth, he is like, Cameron Heyward at the very least should be getting paid top 5 to top 10 money at his position. Like, the fact that he is 22, I didn't even realize he was that far back until last night. The fact that he is 22 is fucking ridiculous. Like, that is asinine that Cameron Heyward is making that money, And we just gave like Jalen Ramsey his contract, for example, and DK Metcalf. Like, these two people are new Granted, younger maybe, like way younger than Cameron Heyward, but still, like they've done nothing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here we are, like sitting here pinching pennies over Cameron Heyward. And so, do I think that this is gonna have, like, if we end up redoing Cameron Heyward's deal, do I think that this is gonna have repercussions? For sure. But you treat those repercussions on a situation basis. Like, if this player isn't as good as Cameron Heyward, you don't give him the extension. If he is as good as Cameron Heyward, maybe you look into it, because that's what good teams do. For the last time, we are not the Bengals. We are the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm tired of getting on here trying to, like, make us look less shitty. Are we shitty for not giving Cameron Heyward this money? Honestly, yeah, we are. We are shitty because, as he mentioned, like, we kind of rope-a-doped Cameron Heyward into that last contract because he should have been getting paid way more off the rip, but because he was coming off injury and his age, he had to sign some, like, Mickey Mouse deal and $15 million Mickey Mouse deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But also, I read that he told the team, hey, if I eat this season, I'm coming right back to the table to renegotiate. And we were like, sure, whatever. You won't. You're old. You won't. We were literally sleeping on Cameron Heyward to not eat. And now that he ate, we don't want to pay him the money. And so I think it's a little ridiculous. We should pay Cameron Heyward. Is it annoying? Yes. Can it potentially have repercussions on, like, the league as a whole? Yes, but once again, as I keep mentioning, you treat those situations on a situation-by-situation basis. If the guy was an all-pro, if he's him, if he's done so much for your organization, if he's been a lifelong Pittsburgh Steeler, you go ahead and re-sign the guy for what he's worth. And if he's not, then you don't. We literally just traded George Pickens because of this shit. Like, George Pickens was going to be up for an extension. He was probably going to ask for a lot of money. We didn't feel like he was worth the money. So we traded George Pickens before his contract was even up. Teams do it all the time. Let the players do it. Anyways, though, I spent so much time on this last season that really I don't think I have to get my shit off about Cameron Heyward anymore. It is a little spooky what could happen if we do give him this deal. However, I think he's worth it. I think you take the risk on Cameron Heyward. Anyways, that is going to be it for the negativity part of the Pittsburgh Steelers, because we are 1-0 in the preseason. We are going to win the Super Bowl. We are going to win it all. We're going to at least get a playoff win for sure. Aaron Rodgers is here. DK Metcalf is here. Caleb Johnson is here. The defense is flying around, and the defense would be really, 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 really good if Cameron Heyward decided to play this year. So I'm going to get out of here. Once again, if you guys are Steelers fans and you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, all that fun stuff. Anyways, this has been Zaya from Zaya and the Steelers, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.